Did you know there are foods that never expire? Fascinating, right? Imagine having a pantry filled with items that can last indefinitely, ready to provide sustenance and comfort in times of need. It's not just about survival, but also about being prepared and reducing waste. From essential survival items like water and salt, to versatile staples like pasta and dried beans, we're about to embark on a culinary journey of longevity and practicality. So without further ado, let's dive into this list of 15 foods that never expire. Starting off our list, we have two essentials: water and salt. These staples transcend culinary purposes, playing vital roles in our survival. Water, the elixir of life, is necessary for every bodily function, from digestion to temperature regulation. It's crucial to store it in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight and contaminants. On the other hand, we have salt, the age-old preservative. Besides its flavor-enhancing properties, salt is essential for maintaining electrolyte balance and supporting nerve function. However, to keep salt in its prime, you must store it in an airtight, watertight container. This protects it from moisture and preserves its granular integrity. In essence, water and salt are more than just ingredients. They're lifelines in challenging situations, providing hydration, nutrition, and a semblance of normalcy. Their longevity not only makes them perfect for long-term storage, but also reinforces their irreplaceability. So make sure to have these two in your pantry. Next up, we have two sweet essentials: honey and sugar. Now, honey is a fascinating food. It's the only food produced by insects that we humans eat, and it has an almost indefinite shelf life. Archaeologists have even found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are still edible. Honey's longevity is due to its low moisture content and acidic pH. However, it's important to store honey in an airtight container to prevent it from absorbing moisture from the air. Now let's talk about sugar. Like honey, sugar can last indefinitely if stored properly. It's its own natural preservative thanks to its low moisture content. The key to long-term sugar storage is keeping it in an airtight container to prevent moisture and pests. Remember, while sugar won't spoil, it can harden over time, but a little heat can return it to its granulated state. These sweet essentials are a must-have for your long-term food storage. Moving along, we have distilled white vinegar and pure maple syrup. These everyday items, often overlooked, are actually champions of longevity. Distilled white vinegar, for example, not only has an indefinite shelf life, but also boasts a myriad of uses. From preserving food to cleaning tools and even treating wounds, vinegar is a must-have for any long-term food storage. Pure maple syrup, on the other hand, might be a surprise on this list. While it's known for its sweet, comforting flavor, did you know that when stored properly, it too can last indefinitely? Its rich nutrients make it an excellent energy source in tough times. However, remember to store your vinegar in a cool, dark place. The same goes for the maple syrup. Proper storage is key to ensure these items retain their quality and usefulness over time. These are versatile items to have in your pantry. Next, let's talk about dried goods, specifically beans, pasta, and lentils. These pantry staples are more than just the backbone of many great meals. They're also incredibly long-lasting, making them ideal for long-term food storage. Let's start with dried beans. They're a fantastic source of protein and fiber, and when stored properly, they can last indefinitely. The secret to their longevity? They're naturally low in moisture, which helps to prevent bacterial growth. So keep them in a cool, dry place, and they're ready to be rehydrated and cooked up whenever you need them. Moving on to pasta. Pasta is a versatile food item that can be used in a variety of dishes, from hearty lasagnas to simple spaghetti. Dried pasta, in particular, is a food storage champion. It's low in moisture content, just like beans, which helps it to stay fresh for years. The key to pasta's longevity is storing it in a cool, dry place, away from sunlight and heat. And last but not least, we have lentils. Lentils are not only a fantastic source of plant-based protein, but they also contain essential nutrients like iron and folate. They're easy to cook and can be used in everything from soups to salads. Like beans and pasta, dried lentils can last a very long time when stored in a cool, dry place. What makes dried goods like beans, pasta, and lentils so essential for long-term storage is their ability to provide vital nutrients and energy in times of need. They're easy to prepare, versatile in their use, and can be combined in countless ways to create satisfying meals. So, whether you're planning for an unforeseen event or simply want to be prepared for anything, stocking up on these dried goods is a smart move. Just remember to store them properly in a cool, dry place, and they'll be ready to provide nourishment whenever you need it. In conclusion, dried goods are a great source of sustenance in any situation. They may not be glamorous, but when it comes to longevity and versatility, they're hard to beat. Continuing with our list, we have rolled oats, powdered milk, and ghee. These three items are as versatile as they are long-lasting, making them ideal for any long-term food storage. Let's start with rolled oats. They're not just for breakfast anymore. These little grains are a powerhouse of fiber and nutrients. They can be used in everything from baking to thickening soups and stews. Plus, they're easy to cook, needing only water and a bit of heat. When it comes to storage, simply keep them in a cool, dry place. An airtight container is preferable to keep out moisture and pests. Next up is powdered milk. While it may not have the same rich taste as fresh milk, it's incredibly practical. It has a longer shelf life and it's easy to use. Just add water. Powdered milk is great for cooking and baking and can even be used in a pinch for a creamy cup of coffee or tea. Store it in an airtight container in a cool, dry place to ensure it stays fresh and ready to use. Last but not least, we have ghee. This clarified butter is a staple in many cuisines around the world, and for good reason. It's rich in fat-soluble vitamins and healthy fats, making it a nutritious addition to any meal. And since the milk solids have been removed, it's lactose-free, making it a great option for those with dietary restrictions. Ghee can be used for sautéing, frying, or simply adding a bit of richness to a dish. To store it, keep it in an airtight container at room temperature. These three items, rolled oats, powdered milk, and ghee, are more than just food. They're a source of comfort, providing familiar tastes and textures in unfamiliar situations. They're also a source of nourishment, offering the nutrients your body needs to stay healthy and strong. These items can provide comfort and nutrition when you need it most. Lastly, we have hardtack, stock cubes, and dried corn. These three may not be the first items you think of when it comes to long-term food storage, but they are incredibly valuable and versatile. Hardtack is a type of biscuit or cracker made from flour, water, and sometimes salt. It's been used for centuries by sailors, soldiers, and pioneers due to its long shelf life. As long as it's kept in a cool, dry place and stored in an airtight container, hardtack can last for years, even decades. It might not win any culinary awards, but it's dense, durable, and nutritious. It can be eaten as is or softened with liquid and added to soups and stews. Next, we have stock cubes, also known as bouillon cubes. These are dehydrated blocks of stock or broth and are a fantastic way to add flavor to your meals. They're compact, easy to store, and have an impressive shelf life. Just like hardtack, they need to be kept in a cool, dry space and stored in an airtight container. Stock cubes can be used to make soup, gravy, and sauces, or used as a seasoning in a variety of dishes. Finally, there's dried corn. This can be stored as cornmeal or dried kernels. Corn is a great source of fiber and can be used in a multitude of ways. You can grind it into cornmeal for baking, rehydrate it for use in soups, or even pop it for a tasty snack. As with the other items, it should be stored in a cool, dry place. Each of these items offers a variety of uses and benefits and can be a lifesaver in a survival situation. They're also great for everyday cooking, so don't wait for an emergency to use them. These are invaluable additions to any long-term food storage. Remember, the key to successful long-term storage is to keep these items in a cool, dry place, preferably in an airtight container. With proper storage, they can last indefinitely and provide you with sustenance and comfort when you need it most. So, there you have it. 15 foods that never expire. From life-essential water and salt, to the sweet delights of honey and sugar, all the way to the hearty sustenance of dried beans, pasta, and lentils. Don't forget your oats, powdered milk, ghee, hardtack, stock cubes, and dried corn. Each one with its own unique storage needs to ensure it truly lasts indefinitely. Remember, being prepared is always key. Stockpile these foods and you'll be ready for any situation.